Okay, I just got blown in from the hurricane again. How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine.
What are we doing today, Hayden?
We're going to talk about how important it is to make the right
Did I about make you
choices.
laugh? No?
Yes,
Okay.
it did.
All right. So chapter 9, we've been doing our Saving the Farm book series on how to navigate the legal maze of aging in America. That's what this book is. And we're on chapter 9. We're almost done.
One more
It's a
one.
10-chapter series. We've been doing it for over 10 weeks now, I think, because we had to skip a couple of weeks. But we're on the home stretch. We should finish up next week with chapter 10, okay?
Unless you want to make frequently asked questions a chapter.
I think we should do frequently asked questions as a review too. Chapter 10 is the role and technology of role and benefit of technology in elder law. Chapter 9 is a short chapter entitled Choose Wisely, Grasshopper, selecting the right attorney and firm. Okay? And, certainly there are a number of great and amazing attorneys in this nation, in the world, and in our home state of North Carolina. I'm stationed in Shelby, North Carolina. I'm stationed in Shelby, North Carolina, which is the mothership, right, of McIntyre Elder Law in our practice. And, there are many great elder law and estate planning attorneys out there. I've worked with them. I've worked with a number of them. And that's what we want to talk about today is, I think people are unclear sometimes what elder law attorneys do. Sometimes unclear, may see attorneys and, as, hey, they can do everything. And there are attorneys out there who really run a general practice and may handle your speeding ticket and also handle, a divorce, something like that. And they do a great job at those things, right? And but that's not what we do.
Right.
And we only focus on one thing, and that's estate planning and elder law. And that I find that when I know in my own life, when I put that area of law under a microscope, it was so hard to cut out everything else. It was really hard because it's turning clients away, or it's telling existing clients to go to another attorney.
Which we do.
I do that all the time, believe it or not. And that's a hard thing to do as a business person or as an attorney, and you want to help your clients. You want to help them with everything. Why would I want to send them down outside of our office?
Well, they do the same thing for us because they have come to realize that there's so much to know now and there's so many legal assets or aspects to it. They need to share with us, with our clients, things that we don't focus on. And then
it's true. We do have some great referral relationships or just networking relationships with other firms out there. Not referral, but just networking relationships with other firms where they may know that we do a good job for their clients, or I may know that I want to, hey, call this person over here. They'll do a good job with you for your domestic case or your criminal case, or your civil case. And we work with other attorneys all the time in that respect. That's just not what we do.
Well, when you take CLE classes for your credits, you look for things that build on what you already know. And when you study legal matters and you see changes in the law, you go into detail to learn those things and mostly in the things that you focus on. And the other attorneys are doing the same thing. I know I wouldn't want to have, I would want to be very careful if I were choosing an attorney to represent me in a criminal case.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing should be true because the things that you focus on can be just as impactful in someone's life as a criminal matter in a different way.
That's true.
So we want to make sure that everything is done right. That all, for instance, in a document that you're doing for an estate planning client, that it has all the verbiage that it needs to accomplish the objectives that they need.
True.
And you know what the objectives are when you learn what
and that's really what we talk about in this chapter, is it talks about choosing the right attorney and selecting the right firm is more about you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's really a lot to do with you than it is the attorney, okay? But if I'm going out there to find someone to close a home loan closing for me, then I'm going to choose a real estate attorney that just does that.
Yes.
Okay? I'm not going to choose somebody who handles speeding tickets or handles criminal cases because I'm going to choose the attorney that does that. You use the context of doctors on a number of occasions in explaining this. And that's what we talk about is, if you want heart surgery, don't go to a brain surgeon. They're both smart, but they just do different things, don't they? Right? So you would want to go to someone who focused on just the problem that you had to solve. So we solve problems for seniors and their families and helping them protect their hard-earned money and property. And that's
and
what
veterans.
And veterans, yes, and veterans too.
Sometimes, it's elder law, but sometimes the people at a younger age need this because.
Oh, especially their foundational
Yes.
documents. I can't tell you how many people we've helped, their mothers or fathers that come back to us and ask them to go ahead and put some protective planning in place for them too, so they're secure.
You have children, you have homes. There are sudden things, emergency things that can happen that can cause you to fall into a category that you would need the type of planning that you do. So.
Very true, very true. So, this is a very positive chapter that talks a lot about you, okay, as the reader. And what it does is it asks you to question what your goals are. In fact, at the end of this chapter, we include a goal checklist, okay? And the goal checklist, if you've purchased the audiobook, can be found on the webpage or landing page, mcelderlaw.com/savingthefarm. mcelderlaw.com/savingthefarm. And you can download your goal checklist, VA checklist, and any other checklist that have to do with, that are also listed in the glossary of the book, also for easy reference, okay? Or the appendix of the book, all the checklists are there, the Veterans Benefit Checklist and goal checklist, okay? But the goal checklist really asks you to question, what your goals are, and then talk with your attorney and see if that attorney matches up really well. If they're expert, if their focus and what they do, if their focus matches up well with what your needs and your goals are. So, would you like to leave a legacy for your family? Do you want to take care of your spouse if you're gone? Do you want to save your home from, say, a Medicaid lien, if you had to access that to pay for long-term care? Do you want to save other properties that you might have? Do you want to save your investments and your hard-earned retirement money? Do you want to save your retirement savings? Do you want to leave your home and money for your spouse? Do you want to leave your home and money for your children? And do you want to leave your home and money for your grandchildren? Send your grandchildren to college. Set milestones to distribute monies to your grandchildren. You can do that with trust at different points in time or ages. If I was given a bunch of money at 18, I would have blown it on stupid things.
I think that's
on immature things.
Fairly common.
Maybe even at 30.
Yeah, my granddaughter's the only person I know that I think would plan ahead.
Even at 18 would plan ahead and do a conservative job with it.
She's been planning her college future since
So,
she was in 7th grade.
I'd want to set up a trust to give that money out in increments to make sure that they got it when they needed it, and that it was there to pay for their education. Also, do you want to leave monies to the church and or your favorite charity? Right? I know the Boys and Girls Club's near and dear to my heart.
Yes.
So,
Yes,
and Meals on Wheels. And Presbyterian Church, yes. So get in touch with your goals. Then see, I'm a member of, I'll tell you, the education that we do, I'm a member of Elder Council, which is a national group of elder law attorneys, and I'm very serious about my practice of estate planning and elder law. That's all we do. And that's one way to really focus and find out that your attorney, really is serious about that education for estate planning and elder law. And there are other groups as well that are equally as prestigious that you could belong to, your attorney could belong to, that would signify that they're serious about that subject of law as well. So anyway, choose wisely, Grasshopper.
Yes.
Choose wisely, Grasshopper, right? That's from, where's that from? David Carradine?
Yes.
Kung Fu?
Yes.
The 70s TV show.
Yeah, I know. You can give me all the hints you want, but it's not going to come until it
That's
comes.
it. That's it.
Well, what's the name of it?
Kung Fu.
Uh-uh.
That's the name of it, was
No.
Kung Fu.
No.
Wasn't it?
Uh-uh.
David Carradine?
Get the magic pad.
All right, fine.
We used to have magic pads when I was a child with a child's show. Every time you pull that up, I think of that. It was a wipe on, lift, draw on it, lift up the page, and it disappears. That was my iPad then.
Kung Fu, the TV series.
That's not the name of it. Tell me
Yes,
it's not.
it is. Kung Fu. I know.
You're always right, but I didn't think you were right this time.
Come closer.
I'm gonna eat another crow.
You cannot see.
Kung Fu.
You think I cannot see?
Okay.
Of all things, to live in darkness must be the worst.
Fear is the only darkness.
We're not sharing that one.
I'm going to have to go back and watch this TV series.
And strike me with it.
It was
Do as I tell you.
very full of philosophy.
Was it full of philosophy?
In every episode, you got these kung fu masters
He was the master.
advice to his protege, the young boy,
Right.
and he grew and became a man and became a kung fu master. I still thought it had another
I
name,
think he's beating him up with a broom.
Because a man has no eyes,
but
he cannot
everything is
see.
to learn, Grasshopper.
Close your eyes.
Learn the lesson.
What do you hear?
I hear the water.
Watch her.
I hear the birds.
Do you hear your own heartbeat?
No,
Do you hear the grasshopper, which is at your feet?
old man. How is it that you hear these things?
Young man, how is it that you do not?
So choose wisely, Grasshopper. That's the thing. You want to choose the attorney carefully, which really means you need to know yourself and your goals and what you're looking for. So anyway, think about that. One way to do that and get in touch with that is to do the goal checklist at the end of chapter 9. And have a great day. We'll come back next week and we'll finish chapter 10, the role of technology in elder law, which you might not think there's any role of technology in elder law, but there is absolutely a role. There's a great role. Have a great day. Be safe from the
Thank you.
hurricane.